Hey YouTube, it's been a minute. This is the first time I know y'all gonna see me in braids. I like my braids. I don't get used to it. I know I look cute in braids when I get my hair done, but I don't do it often. Like the last time I had braids was like in high school. It's because I really don't like putting weave in my hair. But I did this to make my mother's happy, so she wanted me to do it, so I did it. And it's not that I don't know I look cute in braids. I know I do. I just prefer to wear my regular hair, but it's okay. Uh, can I guys? I'm gonna this video. I'm gonna tell a story that's not gonna make any sense to you guys. Oh, y'all want a new ring? I got this ring. It's real. It's cute as clean. But I thought it was really pretty. I got this off of Amazon. Um, yeah, it's a story time that I'm about to talk about. It's not gonna make any sense to you guys, but hopefully, one day the person who I want to see this video will get what I'm saying. You know, will get it. Only that person will get this video, and hopefully they get it because this is like my I don't know. And I do miss you guys. I love you guys as well. I miss making videos, but I have not been in the right headspace to make videos for you guys. So, yeah. And I've been like this for a few months or whatever. I'm tired. Really. If you guys read my comment section, some of you guys know. And I want my channel to be positive. I want it to be happy. I want it to be, you know, and that's what I want it to be. My channel is, even if my content, like I said, has never been the best. I just got these braids fresh. It's never been the best, but it has never been a bummer either. Like my channel, but so I don't want my channel to become a bummer. So I'm never gonna post. Like if I'm not posting, then just take that as I'm not happy. Like if I'm not posting, I'm she's probably not happy. So yeah, and I don't like to post. Like I said, I don't want to post anything sad or depressing, or it's a lot of that already in the world as is, and I want you guys to be happy. So let me tell this story now. Once upon a time, there was a swan. The swan was so beautiful. The swan had a beautiful light. It like the light shined so bright over the swan that everything and everyone was attracted to it. But this swan fell in love with a ram, and everything else was jealous. But the swan loved the ram, and the ram loved the swan. But the ram was too fiery, and the ram was too forward and a lot and too much for the swan. But the swan has a big heart, and it knows how kind the ram could be. That everybody is telling the swan that that ram is too much. It's too. It is. Everybody's saying that ram is too much for you. You need to date another swan. You need to be with the swan. Why do you want a ram? A ram. Look at it. Look at what that ram is doing. That ram is, you know, is headbutting things. That ram is being violent, and that swan is like, but I know this ram. But I know this ram. And that ram could be beautiful. But the more and more the ram pushed, the farther and farther the swan swam. And it's not because the swan didn't have any more love to give to the ram. It's just what the swan was doing. I mean, what the ram was doing was hurting the swan. So the swan couldn't stand to see the ram fall. So the swan started to see what everybody else was saying. What everybody else said about the ram was becoming true. But was it really true? Or was the ram really just hurt and didn't know how to express or say how the ram truly felt? Or is it because, you know? So the ram got depressed and the ram got sad because the swan decided to leave. Because the ram still loved the swan very much. And the ram never meant to hurt the swan. Never meant to hurt the swan. At all. Because the swan was the most beautiful creature in the world. Was the most beautiful, you know? So, and the ram knows how kind and how gentle and how loving the swan could be. How bright that swan light shine. The ram knows the pain that swan has been through. But the ram has also been through hell. And the ram, even though the ram knows that it should stay away from the swan and give the swan time to breathe and time to heal and time to come, the ram pushes on. Because that's what rams do. Rams push on and they push. And the ram pushed and pushed and pushed. Even though the swan says, no matter how hard you push, you can never push me away. The ram told the swan, I'm afraid I will push you away. The more and more you find out, the more and more. And that's what happened. The swan is sad because it's remembering all the beautifulness and all the happiness and the smiles that used to be on the ram's face. They used to be there. That is no longer there. That is no longer serving. But the swan still has a whole lot of love for the ram. But don't know how to love the ram the way the ram deserves to be loved. And the ram don't know how to love the swan the way it deserves to be loved. They both don't know how to love each other the right way. Because they both wind up hurting each other. Because the swan can't be there emotionally if the swan is dealing with its own emotions. And the ram wants somebody to be there, but the ram has nobody there. It has no pack to go to. The ram has no pack to go to. It's just a lonely ram in the world by itself. And the swan knows that there's only one ram. But there's a million swans. There's a million swans, but there's only one ram. And once the swan leaves, the ram will be back alone by itself. With nobody, no pack, no comfort. So the ram starts looking for ways to improve, starts looking for ways to not feel so much alone like the ram feels. So the ram is working really hard until it finds another ram. This one finds a ram. Didn't expect to get close to this other ram. But not in a romantic way. This ram can never love this other ram, even though this other ram is beautiful and this other ram's soul is beautiful as well. But this ram, this other ram, knows that the swan has the ram's heart. And the ram does need this other ram, but don't want to use this other ram. It needs this other ram for emotional support. And this other ram is helping this ram get through things and get through everything. But it turns out this other ram has to go back to his flock. Eventually, this other ram will have to leave the ram, and the ram will eventually be back all alone. But the other ram helped while the ram was here. And the ram no longer wants to connect or love anything or anyone anymore. Because the ram pushed away the one thing the ram loved the most. Quite possibly forever. But the swan is also sad, but it's not voicing. The swan is not voicing or saying anything, but the swan is gone. The swan decided to run and swim away because the ram turned into a version that the swan no longer knew. And it was hurting the swan. The ram never meant to hurt the swan, but the ram didn't lead the most holy life, I guess you could say, or the most Christian life. But also, the swan judges the ram on things that the ram says, or judges the ram. Yeah, it judges the ram on things that happened to the ram in its past. And that's not fair to judge a ram on things. But the ram started finding methods to deal with the ram depression. Found a program that's supposed to help through the help of the other ram, and hopefully it helps the ram heal and get better. And hopefully the swan decides to heal as well. And one day the ram hopes that the swan comes back. And because their love for each other is real. The love for the swan and the love the swan has for the ram is real. And the swan is afraid of the feelings that the swan has for the ram. The ram is not afraid of the feelings that he has for the swan. The ram knows the feelings for the swan. The ram is bold with his feelings and everything that the ram wants to do. The ram knows how deep the feelings go. I'm sorry, I'm sorry I'm not looking at you guys. You know I can't. But that's my story. Hopefully you guys liked it. I know it probably don't make any sense. Or yeah, like, what is this? What is she talking about? Or yeah, that's the story of the ram. How the ram fell in love with the swan, and the swan fell back in love with the ram. But the swan and ram never got a chance to be anything. It was over before it began. Because the swan decided to listen to other people. To other swans. The swan decided to listen to other people about the ram. And it's not that the swan listened to other people. The swan started to see for the swan self. So I'm not putting gingers here. For the swan self, that the ram was breaking, and the ram was damaged. The swan was damaged too, but the swan was not lost. So the swan went back to his pack, while the ram lost. Oh, I don't know why I said his. Went back to its pack, while the ram is left alone with no pack to go to. So that's my story. And TTW to tough now. Hopefully, yeah. I'll be back. I do love these birds. I might get birds again. I don't know. They're just depending. I got this big ass forehead though. I got this big ass motherfucking forehead. It's like, I don't even know if I can say motherfucker. But I seeing everybody else with their braids and shit. I'm like, and it'd be cute. It'd be hella cute. Who's that? Push me to the edge and it's on the side. Jam on the number. I think these go to the front. I just took my bonnet off. Big ass fucking forehead shit. I wish I had hair. Even if when I do my edges though, I do have some edges. I do, and I do them later on today. I'm gonna make sure they be nice and dark right here. And I am gonna dye my hair again, but I'm got my hair braided just to see if it can make me happy or whatever, get me out of my funk, get me out of my mood. I would say I like how I look. I do, and I like how I look in braids, but don't get used to it. Okay, don't get used to it. Okay? Because like I said, if it didn't come from my scalp, it's not me. And they are cute. What y'all think? I got something stuck in my tooth. So, hopefully the right person sees this video. The person would know the video. But okay, love you guys. I always want to make content that is happy for you guys and all that. So if I get back to myself 1,000%, videos are going to come back out. There's no guarantee that they're going to be good. When has my videos ever been good for real? So, y'all don't follow me because my videos are good. Y'all just follow me. The majority of y'all follow me because, y'all like who I am as a person. And some of y'all follow me because I got big boobs, and that's okay. And some of you guys follow me because y'all love my shorts, and that's okay. Or my figure collection videos and things like that. Only a small few of you guys like my anime videos, my figure collection videos, but all that's okay. My channel is gonna be, it is what it is. It's never, my channel do not have a, what is the word? It doesn't have, like, some people have an art channel and their channel is all about art, or their channel is all about food. My channel is whatever the heck I want to make it. It is always going to be that, whether you like it or don't like it. I like posting videos wherever it is. So I'm gonna post it because I've been posting on YouTube since 2014, and posting videos make me happy. So when I'm not posting, I don't want y'all to be concerned about me or anything like that. I will always let you guys know though in my comment, and in the comment section or whatever. I will let you guys know how I'm doing. When I'm doing now, I'm feeling Mm. I'm not sad no more. I'm not. I feel. I'm just empty. Yeah, that's the word. Empty. Like I'm not sad, and what is it? I'm just like okay. I no longer care. I guess. I don't know. But we're gonna leave this on a positive note. So think positive, do something kind, love each other, um, hug a friend, make a friend, talk to people. Know that people are people, um, you know, and everybody's going through what they're going through. Everybody's going through something. Try to understand someone's story or listen. And do not be one of those people that tell people who, if you do meet somebody who's just going through depression, don't tell them to just think about something happy. Don't do that. Please. Do you think they want to be sad? No. And you know somebody's going through depression. Don't ever say, just think about doing something happy or be more productive. Yeah, they're not, a depression is not a lazy person. So be kind, be considerate, um, do something nice for people just because you know you want to. If it's on your heart to, do that. I really do love this rain. I've been seeing butterflies a lot. Okay. Alright, well, TT done. Take over now. Bye.